So this is the top of the lava lamp. At the bottom here, there's a pin that needs to be connected. Inside the actual bulb is what you're going to see. This is the 50 watts. So 3 to 5 hours later, you can see, don't try to touch it because it is warm. Hello everyone, All Things Reviews, and today we're reviewing this lava lamp made by Kyzfy Floor Motion Lamp is what it's called. So without further ado, let's get into it. And as you can see right off the bat, I wanted to showcase the packaging because what makes this packaging stand out is you actually get a image description of the packaging when you get it. The other thing is it does weigh 16.3 pounds, so that's something you should be taking into kind of account when you do get it. So without further ado, the packaging is actually really nice. It's packaged in these 2 styrofoam envelopes that holds it together. So let's take it out. So taking everything apart, you can see you have this customized styrofoam storage. So if you ever need to store it back, you can just use this, and this fits perfectly right into the shape of all the products itself. And without further ado, of course, you have this binding agent, and we'll talk about everything later, but you do have the instruction manual. And then you obviously have the lava lamp itself, frame, holder, and then obviously the piece de resistance, the actual lava lamp. So let's open it one by one, just so you can see what everything looks like unpackaged. So this is everything that comes with the actual lava lamp and floor motion lamp, as they call it. So what these little white things are, you get 2 of them, and one is a replacement of the other. So this is the top of the lava lamp. At the bottom here, there's a pin that needs to be connected, and it gets connected with the actual base. And that's kind of how that color goes into play, and we'll get into that. But just for reference, the actual lamp itself, glass, and at the bottom here it has this coil which heats everything up, which in turn makes this product go up and down, giving you the lava lamp. This is a clamp, so if you need to kind of hold everything and position everything into place, that's kind of how this works. Some key things: make sure to operate this in a room temperature, which would be between 71.6 to 77 degrees Fahrenheit. Warm up takes 3 to 5 hours, and other warm ups will take less time. And best operation if it's 10 hours at a time, and after 5 or 6 hours it'll be best used. And today it's not sunny, but make sure to avoid this in direct sunlight or from any hot surfaces. Now, without further ado, let's assemble the product. So now that it's on a flat surface, step 1 would be a push and pull relationship. So the more you push on this, the tighter this will get. The more you pull closer, the looser this will get. We need to position this in the center here and have it upright. I don't have 2 hands, so I'm gonna do the magic of editing, but I'm just pulling on this essentially, and you can kind of see it going back. And then this coil right here, once it's finished, will be in this position and it will be upright. So once that happens, it will be kind of loose. You're going to want to clockwise turn until it's completely solid. What that means is, just like you screw anything else in until it's completely solid. And now we move on to the next step. So step 3, take one of these white bulbs inside, open the packaging up. Inside the actual bulb is what you're going to see. This is the 50 watts, and you always want to replace with these exact type of bulbs. These are 50 watt 120 volt G9 incandescent frosted bulbs, and they have to go inside of the slot here. There's 2 corners here, the 2 edges for the 2 edges, until it fits nice and snugly. You want to make sure you're not overly pushing it or otherwise breaking. No real preference on where, but I would just try this side to fit it in like this, in this orientation on the bulb. And this 120 watt sign is facing the front, so then it'll fit snugly. You know you're doing it right, or you just press a little bit. Once it's in place, move on to step 5. There's also a warning: make sure to not touch while you're operating, but we're not operating yet. Pretty much all I did now is I took this metal base part and this black part, which is the top, and just aligned the metal base right here. What I did is, you can see how two of the sides on the back have these grooved edges. You're going to want to line the grooved edges with the holes, which are there only two, one on this side and one on this side. Once you have that done, it's freestanding, and we'll move on to the next step. Next step, just find an outlet, and as you can see from this thing that colored up from the glass, it is working. Now, you do have this button down here, so you can press it on, off, and as per the instructions, it takes a few hours to fully get going. So right now it's starting up. Make sure to not touch it while it is operating on the glass, because this coil at the bottom, where this is coming from, is just now warming up. Make sure it's room temperature. And another thing as well, make sure to use a cloth or something that you clean electronics with to clean this glass. Do not clean it any other way, and always turn it off before you start cleaning. So let's give this a couple of hours and show you what it looks like once it's fully warmed up. So 3 to 5 hours later, you can see, don't try to touch it because it is warm. You can see after it's all warmed up and all that, it has these beautiful colors and it goes up and down. So let's think about final thoughts and pros and cons. Pros: tall, easy to assemble, you get more than what you need, guided instructions, and just a cool lava lamp that makes it feel like it's the 80s. Cons: avoid sunlight. There is though a lot of steps, and if you do mess up on the steps, you're gonna have to redo it again. And also with the sunlight, you do have to be careful. The setup time takes a little bit of a while, and you know, it's kind of easy to get this discolored and broken. And with that said, would I recommend it? Yeah, I mean, you have this stop, on and off, you turn off whenever, guided, a lot of instructions. You can use this forever. Just make sure you think aesthetically it can fit and that you have space. This is about 5'8", 5'9" in size actually, so make sure you have a place for it. Otherwise than that, I'm gonna put a link down below where you can purchase it. Let me know if you have any comments or any suggestions, or if there's anything else you'd want me to review or want to review. Like always, all things reviews. Until next week, thank you and bye-bye. And I forgot to mention, I would give this an 8.5 out of 10. I'd recommend it if you have the right setting and vibe for it.